So they titled it, "Am I the asshole for using my mom's banking information to buy myself a bed frame and dresser?" Oh my god, I hope this isn't an abuse child one because I'm gonna cry. Okay. Maybe stealing is fine sometimes. We gotta find out. Hold on, okay? Okay. I am 20 female, will be moving into my very own apartment June 1st. I will be using the money I saved up from my job. I have saved $3,500. My rent is only $1K. I need to buy groceries, a TV, a mattress, and cleaning supplies and other small things I will need for my apartment. With rent to get in along with all these items, it will cost me about $2,000. That's good. She gave herself like a little $1,500 buffer, and it sounds like she's probably still working, so that's not too bad. Did her mom steal her money? Because that's going to piss me off too. Maybe I should have read one with a parent, because I'm like, oh my god, terrible parents make me angry. However, I still need the bed frame and dresser set to complete everything that I need for my apartment. Minus chairs for my balcony, a TV for my living room, and a living room furniture. Who says a living room furniture? And living room furniture. I don't know. The wording is just kind of throwing me off, and I'm dyslexic. I will be waiting on all of these things, but when I looked online for the bed frame and dresser set, I want everything to come in to 1K minus fees. That would be too much for me to afford, and I have worked very hard to get here, so I refuse to sleep on the floor with my mattress. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Like, the fact that you even, like, are gonna have all this furniture and stuff, you're way better off than a lot of people in their first apartment, okay? Plus, my boyfriend will be coming over. I do not want him to sleep on the floor. I mean, I feel like guys don't have very high standards. Like, he's gonna get some alone time with you in your own apartment. Like, I think he'll be happy, okay? I do not have enough money for this. That's a you problem, girl. That's not a let me take money from my mom issue. I don't have enough money for this, and the delivery date said it will be 2 weeks ahead after purchasing, so I went to a leasing option where it will only charge $150 per month until paid off. And when I asked for banking and routing information, I just put my mom's information into there. You had me until this part, girl. I know her phone password, so I used that and I got into her mobile banking. And from there, it gave me her banking and routing number as well as her debit card number. Girl, abso-fucking-lutely not. She didn't do nothing. This is just you. You don't want to sleep on the floor. Absolutely not. Straight to jail. I feel terrible, but I really needed a bed frame and dresser. I don't have much. I've already signed my lease and transaction went through, and it told me that it will deliver June 4th, and I put my phone number down for them to find me to assemble everything if they cannot find my apartment. They have super cheap bed frames that are just metal and you put together with screws at Walmart for like $20, okay? Like, it's literally just a metal frame you put your mattress on. In the meantime, like, if you that hard set you don't want to sleep on the floor, absolutely not. It sounds like she like ordered full-on furniture. And the fact that they have payment plans for $150 a month sounds like she got it like from like an actual furniture store. And absolutely not. My mother asked me about this. I could not lie, and I told her yes, I did it. But I told her I cannot sleep on the floor, and I have to have a bed frame to accommodate my mattress. She yelled at me and told me I stole from her. I told her I would pay her back every dime once I got a second job, but she continued to scream at me and tell me I am stupid. I mean, I would be pissed off and probably name calling if somebody stole probably like at least because she had a little over $1,000 and she didn't have enough to cover it, so probably like almost $2,000 if not more from my account. That's like my monthly salary. She told me I'm stupid for also ordering something when I do not have the key to my apartment yet. This is true, but I will get them June 1st. I have a lease there and I need to be fully ready for my apartment. That's not an excuse. Like, you could totally put your mattress on the floor until you get your next paycheck and like buy one piece at a time. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, damn. I feel terrible and plan to pay her back, but screaming at me and calling me names to put me down really hurt my feelings. AITA. Yes, you stole. You're a thief. You didn't even, like, you knew what you were doing was wrong. You literally went to get her password, went through her banking stuff, purposely set up the number and stuff to go around her instead of just asking her, which makes it seem like you know she couldn't afford it. I mean, like, that, absolutely not. That's fucked up. You want to read the top comment? Good, because we're going to read the top comment. I'm so glad we're on the same page, guys. I mean, when I moved out, the month after I turned 19, I didn't have a mattress. I slept on the couch for a while. I didn't have a dresser until a few months ago. It was messy, but large cardboard boxes make excellent furniture until you can afford what OP did was awful. Okay, this is just people saying what they did. I used milk crates on their sides and a 3x3 grid taped together so I could knock them down like dominoes as a dresser one year. I mean, exactly. Like, if she really wanted to move out, she could have postponed it. Or she could have just had her mattress on the floor. Like, it's not that big of a deal to have a mattress on the floor when you first move out. It sounds like she had so much other stuff way ahead of everyone. And, like, she just straight up stole from her mom. I literally thought it was going to be something like her mom, like, stole her money or something. So she turned around and got vengeance or something. It was nothing close to that. She was just being selfish. Is what it is. So it says this one's from r/relationship advice and it has been posted to Am I the Devil? And it has asshole from another realm. So it says, I, 36 female, shared a kiss with a coworker, 38 male, and my fiance, 37 male, is ready to leave me. How do I fix this situation? I feel like sometimes you just can't fix the situation. Sometimes, like, you did the thing, you have to face the consequences because that person deserves to decide if that's something they're willing to put up with. Like, that's something she needs to, like, understand, is that there may not be a fix. I've been with Sean for 7 years now, engaged for 2, and we've lived together for 3.5 years. We are great together, we do so many things together, and he is the person I believe I was meant to be with. Am I over here kissing other people's faces? We fit together perfectly. I trust him with my entire being, and I've never loved anyone this much before. My coworker Tyler and I became friends when I started working in the office. Tyler is big into anime and manga. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Don't blame anime for this, okay? You do not blame anime for this. I love anime, and I have never cheated, and I will never cheat, okay? Do not blame the anime. And Sean has really no interest in it. Tyler and I also have cosplay in common and conventions. Don't you blame the cosplay and conventions either! Which Sean finds dumb. Okay, you don't have to have everything in common, like, damn. The past 2 years, Tyler and I have attended conventions together as friends. It's been totally platonic, and every time we've hung out, he's told me every time to invite Sean. Each time, Sean declined. So a few weeks ago, Tyler and I went to the Barnes & Noble after work to look at books. We were sitting down and talking about how much we both really love this one book and the ending. I saw him staring at me and I looked back. He brought his face to mine and we kissed. He initiated it. I definitely reciprocated. So it sounds like it hasn't been 100% platonic is what I'm getting from that. It was almost 3 seconds and we both pulled away. He immediately apologized and so did I. We both agreed that it was a mistake, that we were emotional, and that we needed to end anything besides a co-worker relationship between us. Tyler told his wife, he's married? I'm sorry if I yelled right in your guys' ear. I just got caught off guard, okay? I'm sorry. Tyler told his wife and self-reported the situation to work. They interviewed us and basically said since we're in separate departments and not under the same line of report as long as neither of us feel harassed. It was not a company issue. I told Sean immediately and apologized, promising that Tyler and I would not be seeing each other as friends again. He lost it on me. He told me that Tyler obviously had feelings for me and he tried to take advantage. I told him that it was a mistake on both of our parts, but that I was done, and apologized for crossing the line. I felt sick to my stomach ever since. I'm not sleeping. I hate myself. I mean, as far as cheating goes, like, a kiss is nothing, and she already ended things with him, like, cut him off as a friend, reported it to work, came and told him immediately, didn't try and lie, didn't try and hide it. It could be worse, but also, like, if that's a hard line for you, you don't have to let it go. Like, nobody has to let go being cheated on. Cheating is cheating, okay? Sean has been incredibly cold to me. One word answers, ignoring me, taking snips at me, bringing up that I cheated every time we get into an argument. He told me he wants me to go to my job and say that Tyler crossed a line with me. He said if I was truly sorry, I would make sure that I never saw Tyler again. So at work, I might see Tyler maybe once a week by coincidence, and that's in passing. Not talk to, not interact with, but simply see. I told him I'm not willing to lie to my job to get Tyler fired. Sean told me that I've made my choice then, and I'm not the person he thought I was. It kind of sounds like this is something he's not going to be able to get past or forgive, but I also don't know how long it's been. But that is all entirely up to him if he wants to continue to be in the relationship. Both parties get a choice to decide if they want to be in the relationship. And it's like, if he's going to keep treating you like that and that's something you're not willing to put up with as like treatment, then that's something you should also be willing to walk away from. Like, at this point, like, you both get a say in it at this point. I know I screwed up. I know I crossed a line. I've been totally honest with him. I've let him check my phone. I've come straight home from work, and I've promised that I won't go to any more conventions. He still refuses to budge from the ultimatum and seems ready to walk out at any moment. How do I fix things with him? Am I wrong to refuse to go after Tyler's job? I can only imagine that he's dealing with trying to fix things with his wife. I don't want to make it worse. My friendship with Tyler is over. Does my relationship with Sean have to be too? I feel like my life is falling apart over one mistake. I'm just like, it sounds like it's something he's not going to be able to get past if you really don't want to get him fired when, like, you both cross that line and you both have already talked to HR. I feel like there's not really anything you do. You just kind of respect his decision. You did what you did, and, like, it is what it is. Like, I feel like that doesn't deserve to be, like, is that an asshole from another realm? And I'm like, I feel like that doesn't deserve to be an asshole from another realm. Like, I get it. Like, she did cheat. Like, I would have been upset, and I probably would not have been able to, like, get past it myself and ended a relationship over something like that, especially, like, I could see him being really upset if it's something where, like, he brought it up multiple times, like, hey, I think your friend likes you. There's something going on. I don't think, and, like, she didn't do that. That might be something that she left out or that they didn't include. But it's like, again, like, you both have to be willing participants in the relationship. Like, he doesn't owe you anything, just like you don't owe him anything. Now, like, if that was to be on the other side, like, I think she's just gonna have to accept that it's over. Am I the asshole for demanding a manager open up a new grocery checkout? Gonna keep this one brief. The day before Mother's Day, I, 33 male, was at the grocery store with my girlfriend of 3 months, 31 female. Only 2 checkouts were open and each had a line of 6 to 7 groups. Okay, so the manager on duty was standing around a display table with 4 other employees setting up a floral display thing with chocolate, etc. I mentioned this to my girlfriend and she says, it's fine, we can wait. But I find it to be ridiculous. I call over to him and say, hey, you've got more people around that table than you do checking people out. Could you open a line? He says, oh, well, I'm putting together this display. I replied, don't you have a policy to open new checkouts when the line gets over 4 people long? They do. They have a big sign. So then he looks at the table and looks at me, and I'm kind of letting the silence ride. My girlfriend says it's okay to me, quietly, but I say it in low tone, please don't undermine me. I mean, it's literally a day before a holiday. Who waits the last minute and then gets mad that there's a line? So the manager opens up a till himself, and I snap that line, getting checked out in just a few minutes instead of like 20 minutes. I get to the car and my girlfriend was furious with me, telling me that I humiliated her by starting fights. I told her I was just expecting decent customer service and for them to follow their own posted rules. We haven't been talking much since then, but her job is also super busy during Mother's Day hospitality. So I wasn't much concerned until today. So am I the asshole? She thinks I started an argument from nothing. I think I was expecting the bare minimum Reddit thoughts. So the top comment here is like, at least the girlfriend got to see the red flags before she got invested. Don't undermine me. Dude undermined his own self. And then like the next comment is, laugh out loud. If she really works in hospitality, he's fucking toast. Customer facing minimum wage jobs such suck. But it brings us in solidarity with each other. Whether they be cashiers or servers or ticket attendees, he's done and he doesn't even know it. I mean, I've worked multiple customer service jobs and like, they're right. People do suck. People are like really ugly to them and treat them like shit. And like, I really don't blame her for being mad. I would personally be embarrassed. I'm like, we're the ones that waited to show up the day before a holiday. They're trying to get everything they need to do on their shift. Like, it sounds like it's probably a large display, considering it's not just flowers. And they need to get everything out because, like, the holiday is the next day. Like, everyone's doing their shopping. They need to make sure everything is also stocked for all the other customers. Like, I would be upset too. Oh my God, there's something called OMG Gross. I've gotta read it. And the original story is AITA for not doing my son's laundry because he won't wash my underwear. I was like, why is everyone not just doing their own laundry? I don't know. I'm really confused. And now that says, oh my God, gross. Like, I have to know. In my household, everyone has their own chores. My 16-year-old daughter does the dishes. My 14-year-old son takes care of the dog. My husband cooks. I clean. This is a system we have devised that has always worked and has facilitated our lifestyles. I used to do the laundry, but I recently got promoted 2 months ago, and we decided to split up the laundry task, as it was too time consuming for me to do everything. My daughter was in charge of machine, wash, and dryer. My son was in charge of hand washing delicates. I did the ironing and my husband did the folding. However, we just discovered that our son hasn't been doing his job for the underwear because he felt too uncomfortable. I'm just like, who hand washes delicates now? Like, this was posted like 2 days ago, and it's like, they have washing machines that do delegates, and like, I wouldn't want to be touching anyone else's stinky underwear either. Like, what? I know, and I was like, why not just divide it? And like, everyone in the house is old enough to do their own laundry. Why not just have everyone do their own laundry? Because it sounds like you're still doing part of the laundry. Like, why not just do your own laundry? That seems more like, that way everyone knows how to do the machines and everything else. Like, just do your own laundry. I noticed that most of my underwear was shrinking and that some clothes had blood spots on them. So I realized that he had been mixing my period underwear with other clothes in the laundry machine. I confronted him about this, and he said that he was grossed out by my blood and that it felt wrong for him to clean it out. His sister has been washing her own underwear this whole time because she doesn't want anyone to touch hers, but my husband and I don't mind. It's just our children. Not only is he washing your underwear, but he's messing with bodily fluids. That's considered a biohazard. Absolutely not. Like, I would not want my kid touching my underwear. That's gross. I washed everyone's underwear before without complaining, but my son has been cheating our household system because he is lazy. Let's see here. I told him that since he is disgusted by natural bodily processes like periods, discharge, or even sweating, he will have to do his own laundry on his own and will receive no help from us. My husband thinks that this is too harsh, and my children are repulsed by my logic, but I don't see what's wrong. So am I the a-hole? So I was like, I feel like I wouldn't call her an a-hole, but I'm just like, I feel like there's a better solution here. Like, if both your kids are uncomfortable and don't like the way that the laundry is being separated, like, you should just come together and come up with a better solution. And just only having him do his own laundry when they're both old enough to do their own laundry, like, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you.